can look at the racers. So, is this? Oh yeah. Are these the right races? Yeah, that's definitely Hopscotch.
We got Hopscotch versus Tiger64. Hopscotch has entered a lot of mystery tournaments, and the ones they haven't entered, they were probably testing. And she's been she's been testing the times where she has tested. It's been a monumental task, like 200, 300 games tested. I'm talking. So there's a lot of experience behind Hopscotch007. And with a pretty solid win rate on top of that, it's a really tough opponent for a newer competitor like Tiger64.
Yeah, and having played so many games is probably also gonna make selecting a game going to be interesting. I think especially if you're like a less experienced racer, then it's always kind of worrying if there's a lot of redraws. Then you can basically see before the race how experienced your opponent is already.
Wait, what am I looking at? I'm seeing Tiger64. Is that what you see as the opponent here?
Yep, Tiger64.
But I think it's actually versus TheGons.
Oh really?
I
didn't actually check. This was just what was on already. But
the give game I saw was from Hopscotch too, so I'm not sure who the other.
Okay, let's have a look at Tiger Steve. Ah, okay, yeah, it's gotta be the Gons. The result of Gons' match isn't set in challenge, but yeah, it's Hopscotch versus the Gons then. If the Gons,
yeah, we had the Gons and Quicklime played earlier today, so
oh yeah,
they've gone ahead and scheduled their next match immediately.
So probably wouldn't load. So there we go. We can probably do it. Trying to load the match. I guess I could set it manually. Oh. Let's cycle this. Let's still
Yeah, that's a weird one. Maybe I know if the incorrect name is entered somewhere, then it gets.
Well, regardless of what the player cards say, yeah, we've got Hopscotch versus the Gons.
The Gons overall a stronger opponent, been around a long time.
Yep, I think did take a here we go. Did take a break from this tournament for a while, but did return maybe last year or even before that. Very strong in puzzle games, from what we know, but also did pretty well in the match earlier today in the Cowlitz Gamers, more of a single screen classic NES platformer.
Yeah, they made top 8, I think it was, just last year, finished 7th, MT17, their best placement. An equal win rate as well from both players, so yeah, this should be a great match. Both players got the 1 top 8 star as well.
So you looks like they're still trying to decide on a game.
Right, well this is the thing, when you test hundreds of mystery tournament games, and then our draw pool features a good chunk of games from past mystery tournaments, it becomes hard to get one past Hopscotch, who has ordered a number of submissions redrawn already. They still don't have a game.
I did submit some more unusual and newer games recently, but I think they're not in the pool yet.
If they were quite difficult, we might have marked them no early rounds. Though I think maybe this one might be considered out of the early rounds. This is a losers 3 match, a back 3.
I'm sure there's still quite a bit left in the pool that's not as well known.
What's also kind of fun about this match, I'm not sure if it's definitely not to the hour, but it might be to the day the last time Hopscotch and TheGons fought each other in Mystery Tournament. It's basically last year. Right around this time, they had a match. Now, it would be great if I knew who actually won that match.
I think Gons mentioned earlier that today, 1 year ago today, they played Bonesaw, maybe?
Yeah, this name has come up a couple times in the chat. Yeah, that's probably
like
right.
A pretty old indie platformer. I'm not sure if I understood right, then Bonesaw isn't even a real wrestler. Is that from the Spider-Man movie or something? And that indie game uses sound clips from that a lot, and then you always hear this shout that's way too loud and goes, "Bonesaw is ready!" when your specialist charged up. It's really funny, but the game, since it's pretty old, it's kind of junky, I guess.
We've got another redraw. They might be at it a while, folks. This is, I think, though, our last game for tonight. Yes, well, sort of. Depends what you think. There's one in 4 hours. It's technically 1 a.m. tomorrow, my time. And for a big chunk of the world, it will be tomorrow. But West Coast, it'll be later tonight. And depending, maybe you're just like me on a weird sleep schedule. So this sort of will be later today. But Boney versus Desdar. One more match. So thank you all for hanging around, especially during our short deviation while we switched to restreamers during that last match. It just thankfully worked out that both players were super stuck on something, so we didn't really miss much even.
Yeah, we're just gonna cut together the VODs and it's like nothing happened. I did browse Speedruns Live just now, and yeah, January 9, 2023, Bonesaw, TheGons, and Hopscotch. I think that's exactly that match. And TheGons did win.
Alright, so can Hopscotch get revenge? Oh, I can say Hazelshade 12 from the previous race did end up forfeiting.
They're still redrawing games, so this is definitely one of the longer setups.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Hopscotch having tested games, but TheGons has also been around a long time, likes to join a lot of races. So between the two of them, it's going to be pretty difficult.
Oh, I played this game.
Internet's Original has now gone in with like a hand-picked one that like probably you haven't played.
Hey, looks like we actually have a game. So is this on the draw sheet, or did Internet Reachable?
Yeah, I'm sure it's on there somewhere. The prediction's just about to run out, by the way. It's open. We got 200k for player number 1. That's Hopscotch, and 34.3k on TheGons currently. It's a pretty even win rate between the two players, pretty even on experience. I would have expected closer to even odds. Yeah, there we go. Starting to get in. Just like 20 seconds left or something. Mostly, I think we just got a lot of Hopscotch fans in the chat willing to throw their support in. But now the mathematicians are coming out who heard the commentator point something out. We're up to 84K on TheGons, and now predictions are closed. We're locked in. ID was just over there hitting the randomizer until something came up.
So, as we mentioned, this is already a losers 3, was it? So both of these players already have finished a few races this tournament. So, Hopscotch played Bombastic. I think that's the platformer where you're a bomb.
I missed that one.
I think we've seen that one before. That's probably also a flashback, but it's a very cute, fun little puzzle platformer. Did win against Freeball in that one. Then played Trambles in Gameball. I remember that one where you're like a little blob that can jump a bunch of times in the air.
Yeah, you've got a triple jump, and it's just a fun precision platformer. Your jumps are massive. You can build up a lot of speed and momentum, and it's a real just like execution platformer. There's really no thinking too much. There's no forethought. There's no paying attention to managing a resource or something. It's pure running and jumping.
And then we had another match against Tiger64 in Castlevania Bloodlines. Actually, one of the most popular games, I guess, in the pool, together with Little Samson. Surprising that Hopscotch would be blind to that, but I think we do often see that not everyone can have played every game.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like we have such niche gamers in here. They have they're aficionados of the weird and wonderful, so they're actually more aware of the stranger, more obscure games than they are of the mega popular ones. So you'll find a surprising number of people who say they haven't played Super Mario World or something.
Yeah, that's also the example I was thinking of.
TheGons. So both players have lost one, of course. TheGons lost to Thor of Kenya in Spring Dash Demo, a race I did not catch.
Oh, that was like a first-person platformer. I think they also... It was very janky or something, I think.
A PC Steam demo certainly has... Oh, wait, I did! Yes, you're right. It was the nature one where you put a sprout on the ground to sort of rocket jump up, and yeah, it did not agree very well with the TheGons' gaming sensibilities at all. They were struggling the most out of the 4 players we had on screen. But then played earlier today versus Quicklime, like we talked about in the Cowlitz Gamers' second adventure, and it is back for another one. Bada bing, bada boom. We did have Mario Kart DS drawn multiple times and redrawn every time.
So we haven't mentioned the game yet, but Internet Reachable asks in chat, what's the difference between the Super Light 1500 and the Simpler 1500 series? Because our game is what was released in the Super Light series. Those are just different publishers, basically. So the Simple series definitely more well known, and some games were specifically made for this very budget series, and others are basically re-releases. But yeah, it's just different publishers managing these budget series, basically. Although this game, I don't think it ever had a full release, kind of a smaller retro style game. I guess since they're already downloading, we can reveal that we are playing Bomb Boat on the PS1. As far as I remember, it's one of those single-screen action games, so kinda looks like a Pac-Man or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, Beat Stage 40 certainly implies that it's it's not going to be a sort of Castlevania where you are going through a whole screen or multiple screens and that's one stage. I think this is going to be a long download for the players. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah,
possibly. So the version they're downloading specifically didn't immediately find a fast download for that. There's a different release with Bomb Boat and another game together, which should be the same game, I think, but it's also a little bit risky to take a different release of the same game. Maybe it's different. I don't think so, but who knows. But since we're speaking about budget series, another budget series I'm thinking of is actually I don't even know what the series is called, but Tsumu that we had before is also one of those budget releases.
We're big Sumu fans around here. Sumu Light.
Yep,
which is
Sumu Light actually even more budget, I think. But
I think it was like actually like harder than Sumu even though. That game was a real trip though.
So or I remember from Tsumu Light is I have copies of both of these games actually, and in the Tsumu manual and in the game itself there's a stage editor, and they advertise that you can submit your stage creations and they'll be featured in Tsumu 2, which became Tsumu Light. So they have a lot of user-submitted stages there.
That's why it's harder. There's this, as someone in the Doom community, right? People have been making their own Doom levels for Doom for 3 decades now. And there's just this sort of expectation that you're coming to Doom as a player who's been playing all kinds of other FPS games, or you've been playing the original Doom and now you're looking for more, right? So, like, by default, they are just much, much harder than the original games ever were. And then you can set it on, like, the higher difficulty and really go wild. Mm-hmm. So yeah, of course, a bunch of user-submitted levels were way harder than the original game.
So the experience that they have makes them make harder stages. So what I was thinking of more is like when people make Mario Maker stages, for example, most people aren't experienced level designers, and I'd expect they just go for like difficult gimmicks and stuff more likely.
Yeah, Doom is a different example here because the people who really make Doom levels they're better. They're just worlds beyond the original games even. They're incredible. Like people who should have careers in video games are making Doom levels. Some people who do have careers in video games are making Doom levels. There's some jaw-dropping stuff that people are making that is both hard but also beautiful and intricate and well designed. I have nothing but good things to say about the Doom community. The Sumu community, I don't think they made anything bad. I think I played both those games, and while it was harder, it was still good. I don't know anything about the bomb boat community. I don't know if anyone's out there making new bomb boat levels.
Yeah, where are the itch.io bomb boat clones?
Here's bomb train, bomb car, bomb plane, boom boat.
Dynamite boat, all the different escalations of vehicles and explosives. We're all starting to ready up in the race, so maybe we'll have something soon.
Yeah, Super Mario World is another level where like Mario Maker is one thing, but Super Mario World, like a SNES ROM hack. Certainly, Kaizo is its thing where people make it super hard, but there's a community of people who make Super Mario World ROM hacks of surprising quality without them being hyper difficult, pull your hair out sort of experiences.
I guess when I think Super Mario World ROM hack, then I kind of have to think of Kaizo style hacks, because that's what gets the most publicity. I think, like in any GDQ and so on, you often see these super hard something world hacks, Grand Poo World and so on.
Grand Poo World 3 is out. People are all over it. Speedruns are coming in. Call ourselves Boaties. Shout out to all my Boaties. So I had all kinds of ideas about what kind of game Bomb Boat would be, and then I read the first line of the pastebin, which contradicted everything. Your goal is to collect all the fruits on each stage without getting touched by the ghosts.
It doesn't even say anything about
where's the bombs?
boats.
Where's the boats?
But we've got fruits and ghosts, so this is basically halfway to a Pac-Man already.
Yeah, I mean, I guess your goal is not to collect all the fruits in Pac-Man, but it's pretty close. You could almost just stick that right at the start of a Pac-Man paste bin. Couple of setup issues, going to require additional downloads, so thank you everyone for your patience hanging out with us here on the Mystery Funhouse.
Apparently the version we're downloading is a Korean release. Fairly rare version. The version I played is came with 2 games on the disc. There was Bomb Boat and the, in my opinion, much more interesting Sunvane. It's like a kind of like a twin stick shooter, I think, a pretty nice one.
Natural combination. Is there some connection between the 2 games, like like the developers, or?
I don't actually know, but they're both small. I think that's an important reason to put 2 games on the disc.
Yeah, that's true. Discs could only hold so much. In fact, sometimes a single game had to spill out onto multiple discs.
Especially if you have a budget line of games, then you probably want games that didn't cost too much to develop.
Well, Bright Shadow's the 7th entrant to get into this race, so I guess it's like the right time of evening where people are available, lots of people hopping on. Oh, this is one of these games that has a demo, like an arcade screen that even shows you like what button is being pressed to make this thing on screen happen. And TheGons is the first one to download the game and get it running, so they're the first one who's going to get a chance to get a look at this and start to get an idea of what they're in for.
Yeah, since we've got it up, we can actually on, and then we can actually already have a quick look at the game. So here's Bomb Boat. Once just had a look at the demo, we'll probably see it again soon. It has a very cute cover with these two Kirby's, Pac-Mans, not sure.
Yeah, it's funny. Kirby is undeniably very cute, but something about like the feet, they got the feet right or something, or the hands come out from the right part of the body. These ones seem a little bit off. There's something I don't quite like about these two.
Yeah, these are budget mascots. They couldn't afford a real one. But here we see the fruits and the bombs. Actually, boats, I mean, wait, do we see bombs? Yeah, there's the bombs, so we got all the relevant elements.
Paceman says that the bombs only stun enemies, but what they do is they blow up the bridge that they're on, and then any enemy on the bridge will get dumped and will turn into something good. Not only is the enemy gone, but you also get something good.
Love to get something good from a game. Okay, looks like we are good to go now.
I hope Hopscotch has had a chance to watch the demo and learn the things that TheGons has had a chance to learn. It would be a shame to have a disadvantage just because you were the second person to get the game loaded up. But here we go. And immediately Hopscotch gets trapped by ghosts.
Not sure if these ghosts are edible like the traditional Pac-Man ghosts. There's also a squid here, which just blocks the path.
Oh, Hopscotch gets in the boat, which rockets across to the other side. So that, yeah, the boats go straight. You can tell where they're going to take you. But they go fast, and if there's a ghost on the other side, you might find yourself on an unpleasant boat ride.
And TheGons finishing a stage. We do have a stage counter at the top. We wanna beat stage 40. Hopscotch now also in stage 2.
You have 3 lives and 4 continues. If you run out of continue, all you gotta do is go back to the stage select screen, so you lose a little bit of time menuing, but it's not too bad in terms of lost progress. And the good things you get for defeating enemies can be items or a life, which seem not so good, or a refresh of the boat. The boats are one-time use, so having an opportunity to get more boats could be good. I don't know, seems like there's a lot, though. I can't imagine there's one boat that's so important that you really want to refresh that boat.
Something weird I immediately notice about these boats. I don't think it's intentional, but it really looks like I've got teeth. Like especially the vertical boats kind of look like they open and close their mouths. Nom nom. So we're staging, we're changing tile theme here, but I guess that's not much. Oh, right, the bridges. So the bombs destroy bridges. Was that what they do?
Yeah, bombs can stun enemies and blow up bridges, and you want to blow up the bridge while the enemies are standing on it. While they actually just lined up in front of the bomb and refused to move away as TheGons knocks a few of them down, but it's Hopscotch who's the first to clear the level.
So stage 40 sounds like a lot, but we're going really fast. At least up until now. I'm guessing the stages become a lot more difficult.
TheGons gets a couple kills on some enemies, but also strands himself temporarily, waiting for the bridges to respawn. Just now, getting over to the right side. Oh, what a key bomb from Hopscotch. Stunning those enemies, but it's not a bridge, so it doesn't actually do anything in terms of permanently removing them. And just raced the enemy to that melon. Did get the melon, but paid with her life.
So the game earlier said hurry up, and I'm looking for a timer or anything, but I don't see it, so maybe it's not actually a time limit or anything.
You gotta feel it out. There is an enemy who will come flying in and harass you, though, so time is a factor, you just don't get to know what it is.
Hopscotch in a bonus stage, which probably just has a fixed amount of time, and it seems like you can't really lose or anything here.
With some quick driving, doesn't quite get all of those delicious tasties, whatever those were, lemons.
Bounce also on the bonus stage. Hopscotch
bolting
right into a ghost.
I think maybe... So, you know, Pac-Man, I bring this up a lot because it's the game that is the most egregious of when you are at an intersection and you want to change direction. Pac-Man will be very gracious in sort of steering you around a corner and into the direction where you want to go, for better or worse. And it seems like maybe Hopscotch could have used some of that, because I think they wanted to go up, but they were holding left, and they took just a little bit of an extra step to the left, and then boom, onto the boat, away they go.
Hopscotch was blocked by her own bomb just now, so that's also interesting that you can, kind of like Bomberman, you can trap yourself with your own bomb, if you're not careful.
Classic, my special move. TheGons with a kill on this ghost, but there's a boat all the way across, takes it and just barely dodges a ghost. It's gonna get the last fruit, has a boat to the other side, but it's currently camped by ghosts. And it's just gonna follow behind. The ghosts don't seem to like change direction. Oh, they spawn them. They spawn from the little sewer things. TheGons almost got. Clears that level just as Hopscotch clears hers, so maintaining a clean one-stage lead. This is a pretty chill game, though. I like it.
Looks like these boats can be pretty dangerous as well. Like we've seen several times that they hook a player right into a ghost. Once you're on the bomb on the boat, there's nothing you can do.
This is level that Hopscotch is on is pretty nicely partitioned. There aren't a lot of bridges, there's a lot of boats. So you're pretty safe from the ghosts at the top of the level.
The bolts here are also very short-ranged everywhere, so it's easy to predict how to dodge a ghost.
The Gon's clearing the previous level, but again, 1 stage gap. Moving on to eating a bunch of oranges. Ooh. So this is very separated from the rest of the board up there. You want to get all of that in one go, I think. Just like Hopscotch has done. All of the ghosts clustered in the lower right. The bomb placed too early. The ghosts are going to live, and now they're actually in the way at the final clear here.
Hopscotch getting cornered there, but there's just 1 fruit left, so at least this stage is gonna be in her pocket.
Gon's clear now on this pretty easy level where again you're quite protected in the top parts of the screen.
And we get another bonus stage, so it's like a bonus stage every 5 stages, I think, which probably means that stage 40.
What is this?
No.
This looks like something I want to pick up. That looks like I'm going to move double fast.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
disappearing.
So
we're not going to get to learn what it is.
Looks like stage 40 will be a bonus stage if I see this right. But yeah, it looks like we've got other bonus items that some special powers that Pastebin tell us anything about
Pastebin
that.
says that they will come back as point items, a life, or a boat refresh. But we've had Pastebins lie before. So the Gons is in this situation here where it's tough to get in here. And this is where these last fruits are. The enemies are spawning from this thing. And now they've got to hurry up. It turns out this boat ride that Hops took is pretty critical to making this stage easier. On to yet another level. A 3-stage gap between the players now.
The Pastebin has some important lore for us here. I'm not sure if that's actually official lore, but it's kind of funny. It says that Bomb Bob must save Bombay using bomb boats and bomb bombs off the coast of Bombabwe.
I think Bombabwe is a pretty clear tell that this was not something a game designer came up with. That's a clear for Hopscotch. Been moving pretty solid through this game. So do you have, is this your life counter up here in the top left? Gon says none, Hops has 1.
Yeah, that's what I would think as well.
Hopscotch kind of trapped by some of these enemies on the left side. Getting boxed in, has no boats, takes a death, but now all the ghosts are on the left. So Hops is free to tear off running through the right side of the board.
Gons did take a game over, used the continue, and apparently that doesn't reset the stage or anything, you can just keep going.
It doesn't even reset like fruit progress?
No, apparently not, yeah, that's just like losing a life, I guess.
Oh wow. Gons takes a boat to escape the enemies, but there was another ghost waiting on the destination square. Boat available for Hopscotch, decides to take it. Unfortunately, it's in the middle of like a big intersection of all the remaining fruits, and they're not quite going to be able to get back, so another death and a game over. So it's going to be very important that this fruit progress is not lost. The Gons pick up the chute. They didn't have it very long, but it didn't look like they moved faster. Game over, stage select. 13. I mean, how can this not reset the fruit? It's gotta, right?
Yeah, this definitely resets
okay.
all your in-stage progress, but this was losing all credits, whereas earlier the Gons just used a credit. You've got lives, credits, and then the stage select.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, lives continues, and then the ultimate fallback. So, very costly. In fact, maybe even a lead change.
Yeah, that did give Gons time to catch up, and the Gons is ahead in terms of fruits right now.
So there's a boat here for the Gons, but it was tricky. It takes you all the way over here. It takes some amount of time, so you need to predict where the ghosts are going to be when you get to the other side.
And the Gons here with the same problem that Hopscotch had, basically. The last fruits are on these 2 branches, and you have to get both of them without a ghost trapping you.
The length of the bridge determines how many enemies you can use it to kill, right? Your bomb is going to take 1 square. The enemies are each going to take 1. So these little bridges, these like 2 wide bridges here, your bomb is going to take half of it. You can only kill 1 enemy on a 2 wide bridge. This troublesome middle part has caused the Gons to run around doing anything but pick up fruit, and so Hopscotch has snatched the lead once again.
Yeah, she already had the stage experience, maybe, and planned it out better.
Confidently riding a boat across. Had an opportunity to plant a bomb and kill a ghost, and opted not to take it. And we're seeing a sort of route divergence as well. The Gons has gone to the right side first, Hopscotch went left, then right. Oh, but this looks like a good finish. These ghosts are going nowhere, right? Everything's in the middle. That's a clear.
Yeah, for both of them, the fruits are pretty nicely lined up. They shouldn't lock themselves in.
The Gons with an escape from all of the ghosts. But it's a race to the middle. There's 1 annoying ghost. I would have waited here to kill that ghost. But the Gons was down here. Finished him off here, and now it's going to sneak in for the finish. So it works. Wait! Blocked at the last second. Oh, kills him and takes the boat across. Very good play from the Gons. A lot of watermelons cleared. Following behind a ghost is a pretty good idea.
That's interesting.
Well, except for this dead end.
Turn around, so I guess they only decide at an intersection that they're gonna chase you.
Yeah. Oh, they all went this way. That's interesting. They all went this way, but then when they got here, 2 of them went this way, 1 of them went this way. So they don't all do the same thing. There's a bit of randomness with how they move, I assume.
Internet Original says the music in this game is bad. I think it's decent. I can listen to this.
I'm listening to Rainwave right now. I can't weigh in on this either way. Big bridge, that's going to be 2 kills for Hopscotch.
I can change that.
Oh, heads up there. The ghost just spawned from this top right thing, and it was the lid on this sewer, or whatever this is, was rattling. Hopscotch spotted it and knew, I cannot go over just yet, or I'm going to get ghosted immediately. The Gons gets a kill, but blows up a key bridge. All the fruits are over in this direction.
Now the Gons just have a few fruits left. None of the ghosts over there.
Yeah, that's a clear. I thought maybe we were going to take this boat across, but this one seems cleaner. Oh, interesting. The boat was here, pointing in this direction, and Hopscotch went into it from the side, like this.
Important intermediate womp boat strats here.
Sometimes I see opportunities for Hops to plant a bomb and get some kills on bridges, and she tends to opt not to do it, but I do see her plant a lot of bombs on intersections where it doesn't blow up the bridge. So I feel like it's an intentional choice on her part not to, like, maybe restrict her own movement by having to wait for bridges to reform or something.
Yeah, blowing up a bomb can definitely be a problem if you don't have another way out.
Oh, this is bad. There's nothing but ghosts on the side where all the fruit is. Hopscotch takes another death trying to get in. TheGons with a game over, just a couple more fruits. Another hurry up, but it's too late. Oh, clears for both players. Again, we're back to this one stage differential. The goal is stage 40, and we're at 19 and 18, so about halfway. Hopscotch takes a boat across, but is unable to get to the bridge. Meanwhile, TheGons making great progress on this level with the cherries. That's... Oh, no, wait, there's one left way over here. Kind of annoying. But the ghosts are all over here, so, yeah. Had no problem navigating around.
Yeah, Gons finishes their stage. Hopscotch has a lot of spread out fruit this time.
Oh, annoying spawn from that ghost. Hopscotch wasn't ready, but had an opportunity to bomb here on a ghost here. It seems to be pretty comfortable just kind of running into enemies, using lives as a resource. It's going to double boat around, but still has kind of a long walk here.
The ghosts on the other side have just as long as a path, and they don't even take that path, so...
They both went left. If they had gone right, maybe we would have seen something, but that's all clear. Bonus stage. Oh, TheGons...
Hopscotch blowing up a bridge in the bonus stage.
Oh. Game over. Okay. I hope that properly unlocked the next level.
Well, the bonus stage is a stage apparently. It is numbered. It doesn't show the number because the timer is there. But we've got a bonus stage every 5 stages basically, so this is stage 20.
And this means TheGons takes the lead. But that was sort of like a life/continue refill for Hopscotch, right? TheGons hasn't done that, so the potential to game over late into a stage and lose a bunch of progress is here.
Hopscotch was just waiting out the bonus stage this time. I'm not sure how much you actually gain from grabbing all the fruits there. Like I would expect that you get an extra life or something from enough score from enough fruits.
Nice bomb placement from TheGons. Got a ghost, but even if you didn't, just preventing them from crossing the only bridge from the left to the right was a really smart play. Waiting with the last boat.
TheGons even prepared another bomb on the bridge there, in case any ghosts would come in.
Hopscotch has a split for the last few fruits. Takes a couple of boats. Nice routing. That's a clear, very close race.
Gons taking their game over now. That's also gonna set them back half a minute or something.
Yeah, but right at the start of the level, that's exactly where you want that to happen. Hopscotch with a bomb and a kill. Oh, slips past a ghost, but there's no coming back from this one. I gotta say though, dying in the very corner of the screen is sort of luring enemies there, so if you get rid of all the fruits there, you end up in the situation where the ghosts are all where the fruits are not, you know?
Yeah, it's
sort of hurting them away.
The path there is long enough. In this case, it seems like it wasn't very far away, the ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really have a long time to go there and back.
One fruit left right there. Hopscotch able to navigate around to it half a stage ahead of TheGons, who is maybe going to think about boating across. Oh, no, sorry. Why do I always think that TheGons is a ghost whenever I look over at the next player's screen?
Yeah, they look pretty similar, and the ghosts change color every stage.
There's 2 ghosts in the area. They both go up. One goes up, one goes right. Whoa! That's a kill and a stun. The bridge is down, so TheGons has a clear route to the last fruit. Nice. Hopscotch penned in. Ghost here, ghost waiting.
So we passed the halfway point, and they're still very close, so this might end up a very close race.
This bridge was available for bombing, but Hopscotch just ran across it and into the enemy. Your lives are a resource, and you do have a lot of them, but you know, going through this stage select process does take some time. The Hopscotch has already done it an entire extra time compared to the Gons. He was about to get the last grape, racing towards the middle. Hopscotch missed one fruit, very annoying. Uses the boat to get past. It's gonna make that the last fruit of the level, I think.
This is also a stage with some very long dead ends, I think. There's just one fruit left for Hopscotch.
These guys seem kind of like trouble, but thankfully this boat is here, I think, to assist with the finish. But that boat was not there to assist. Ooh, the
Gons has to
really
get around
wishes
these ghosts now. No useful boat placed anywhere.
Yeah, this boat goes this way.
Could have taken the bottom
Gons
boat
really
to circumvent some of the ghosts there.
Oh, the grenade killed everything on screen, so that's pretty good. Hopscotch with an early death. Temporary invincibility, I think, running through the ghosts. Ate the power pellet. Oh, but it ran out. Oh, but the double stun, but it's not a kill, so it's just delaying the inevitable.
Already down to 0 credits for Hopscotch again. It might be a very unfortunate death now, with this stage almost finished.
Yeah, 3 lives and still kind of a lot of things to go. Didn't get the kill on the bottom ghost, gets caught by the top. And, I mean, so the left part of the stage doesn't matter too much, so it's okay that there's no boats there. What's the plan, though? Take a death. Do not get hit again. Hopscotch on her last life. There are no boats down to this section. You have to take the bridges.
It's like the
And
road
gets
is
the open
clear now.
lane. Wow. But so is the Gons. Well, annoyingly, fruits here and here. Kind of a lot of work to do. No intentional game over from Hopscotch. It's doing really well on this level, though. Takes a moment to drop a bomb and get a clear of a bridge, that is. It's the Gons who is clearing the level. The double boat from Hopscotch in the middle for the finish. On stage 28 and 27 of 40. And there's the game over. The Gons halfway done this level. More than half, even.
Just has
The
a
ghosts are not. Oh,
single line of boats, bananas left, basically, just has to get there.
yeah. There was one key interaction point right here, and the Gons just couldn't quite beat the ghost there. Now, a ghost just respawned right here. Do you think it was random? 25% chance? Or do you think the game knew that, like, it was closer to you or closer to the fruits or something?
Well, I'd expect that this game just has timers for the spawns.
Yeah, but like the position, it could have spawned in. Oh, do you think each one has a specific home?
Yeah, possibly. So
Like-
maybe every
that's ghost
spawner
one, that's
spawns a new
spawn
ghost
one.
every X seconds or something.
Hopscotch penned in here, takes a death. This level's kind of split into thirds, right?
Yeah, very few connections between these three bands. Hopscotch finishing the stage, but the TheGons looks to be close behind. There's just a few cherries down there.
Didn't get a ghost kill there, and then gets caught.
Cuts off the bridge and grabs the last few cherries. We're even closer than before now, I think. Closer together.
Hopscotch has run out of room to hide. Everything in the middle respawns in the middle while the ghosts are all on this side, so pretty fortuitous. I haven't quite worked out if you always spawn in the same place on each level. Yeah, there's no. How do you get down here? Like,
yeah, there's a long way
you're
around.
Looking for a
not
boat,
really any
or
boats
like there's nothing.
The TheGons pulls ahead. And Hopscotch also close behind.
I think the bonus stage is lemons, and boy, if I could pick any one fruit to just eat like 40 of all in a row, it wouldn't be lemon.
So what's your favorite fruit of the ones we've got here? I think we have like oranges, grapes, melons, apples, cherries, bananas.
Probably apple.
Yeah, I'd probably go
Least offensive of the fruits.
for apple or banana.
TheGons with a early bomb that doesn't blow up the... Well, it blows up the bridge, but the enemy was not on it. It's in this isolated position now, waiting for the bridge to respawn.
And the ghosts already wait on the other side.
So gets another kill, but forced to wait. I mean, we could be in the infinite here. What's going on? What? Oh, put a bomb on his own square. And then got blown up. So TheGons has got this stage cleared. Hopscotch gets trapped, has this whole out-of-the-way section up here, and then the path that takes you there. So this should probably be a clear. I don't think anything... Oh! I guess those two might interfere.
And now
Annoying
Hopscotch respawning all the way over there. There's a boat, so you can roll the fruits up from the other side. Thankfully the ghost moved away.
Oh, but the ghost came back. He went down here and then back. Alright, secondary boat. But TheGons is almost done this next level with the strawberries. A lot of ghosts all camping the last few strawberries, but there's one key boat right here, and that's gonna enable the clear. Stage 33 and 32. Not a lot left in the goal now. TheGons 0 credits, 2 lives, and then dies immediately.
Still has a lot of fruit left, so either has to be very careful or take their game over much earlier.
Right, it's kind of a decision point. It's gonna try to play it out. Grabbing a lot of fruits. Oh, it gets caught at the intersection. They almost had a double kill on the ghosts. Hopscotch, meanwhile, the last few strawberries. Can't kill all of the ghosts, but oh, by destroying the bridge, the ghosts leave, but they come right back before Hopscotch can grab the last strawberry.
TheGons doesn't have too many fruits left, but is on the last life, and the ghosts are chasing them around. This looks safe. There's a pretty straight path without ghosts there, and TheGons finishing this stage. Might want to take a quick game over here.
Yeah. Let's see. It's grabbing a lot of fruits, is running away from the enemies, is gonna try to play it out as maybe not aware, or just doesn't care. Hopscotch in a pretty good situation. This grape level was pretty tough for the TheGons.
The TheGons is getting pretty far into this stage with their 0 life, 0 credits. I hope they're being very careful here.
The bomb blocks, but they can't hold on. There's no escape. Game over. And level clear for Hopscotch. The lead changes once again.
And we just have 6 stages left.
Hops opting to kill a ghost this time. Has a boat escape, but can't quite get there in time.
And Hopscotch also taking a game over, so it turns around again. Gons is locked in.
Gets a ghost kill. Yeah. Boat escape on the bottom. Goes up for those ones before grabbing these. I thought it was going to turn around, but has now stranded these here, and that seems... I mean, you do have this boat to get across, and this one still.
Yeah, for Gons, the fruits are still spread across the map pretty much, but he's cleaning up now.
Nice usage of the boats for the finish. I want to say the AI is changing. It seems to be... First off, the ghosts seem faster than they were before. And secondly, they seem to care more about where you are in the level. Nice finish of that level from Hopscotch. Very clean. TheGons, though, almost done with the bonus level.
Because the bonus level has a fixed timer, we basically know how far they're apart. It's kind of like 12 to 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Just 5 more stages. And the last one's gonna be a bonus stage, so that one doesn't really count, unless they die there.
Time stop, but it doesn't remove the enemy hitboxes. Gons tries it, was hesitant, but tries it and dies. Invincibility after the respawn runs out, dies again. Meanwhile, Hopscotch pretty clean opening to the level. Is about to run into some enemies. Long bridge opportunity. Could have got 2 kills on this bridge. But planted the bomb at the front of it, so gets none instead. Oh wow, just traffic jamming the ghosts up here super well. Annoying spawn.
They're both almost done with the stage. Hopscotch just has these 2 left, and oh, the ghosts were there faster. And Hopscotch only has, Gons only has 1 left, but it's locked in again, and all the ghosts are waiting outside.
Yeah.
Luckily, the ghosts turned away.
I've seen the ghosts like go away, and then the moment the bridge comes back, they come back, you know? But that was not what happened. There was enough of a window for the Gons to run, so well done. I forget who it was who was playing Romper, but they were intentionally not killing enemies. I think it was Neitzel. And their theory was that they didn't... Oh no, Neitzel was playing the other game, I think. Kick the things, Game Boy, and draw the picture. I don't remember, but the theory still stands. The idea is enemies respawn, you don't know how they respawn. You don't know how long really, you don't know where. You don't want this uncertainty, so you just don't kill them. You know where they are at all times.
I guess it depends on the game, because killing them often also like sends them further away from you, because they have to respawn from a point. Or might give you a few seconds of downtime, because it takes time to respawn. But yeah, probably depends on the game very much. There's not much left, and they're still very close to each other.
Both on stage 38. The right half is clear for Hopscotch. I didn't catch how many credits they have, but she's down to 2 lives. Whoa. Made some decisions. I'm not sure why she wasted a couple movement steps, ran out of room, pinned in by ghosts. This middle part, I think, is going to be hard for the Gons. Although there's only 1 ghost in there right now. But here they come.
Hopscotch successfully led the ghosts around on the other side. Just barely picked up the last fruit there. And is now, like, at least a handful of seconds ahead. And since we're getting so close to the end, depending on how many credits they have, if they're aware of how many credits they have, they might start using those more, risking more deaths. Gon's getting very
Hopscotch is gonna
locked
take
up
out a
here.
bridge.
He is close to his last few cherries, but the ghosts really keep him from getting there. Looks like he's got a good chance now. Left one cherry back there, but okay. That was still safe.
Finally gets that cherry. I said it would be trouble, but I think even I was underestimating just how troublesome that would be. Hopscotch waits to ride the boat. The ghosts all go to the right, completely clear to finish the level.
And I think that's probably it for Hopscotch, because the
bonus.
last bonus stage is just a fixed timer.
It's going to be easy. The finish is all coming in hot, though. This was definitely one of those games where it's going to be decided by little decisions.
There's a dot down for Hopscotch with a time of 36:37.
Congratulations to her. A very close race, one level basically apart. I want to say TheGons was more aggressive in killing enemies, and Hopscotch was more about stunning and keeping them alive. I don't know if... I guess Hopscotch was also more willing to just die, right? Like, rather than try to make some kind of clutch play, camp out on an isolated platform for a while. Hopscotch would just run in and die. So, lost almost like twice as many lives as TheGons did over the course of the race, but comes out the winner in the end.
And Gon's now also finishing stage 39, so that's just like 20 seconds left. And Gon's just waits out the timer, and that should be...
Any moment now they'll type it, but they are done. Any minute now they'll type it.
Gons might not have noticed that they actually got to the end. Since the bonus stages don't show the counter, so maybe they just didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that they were real levels until you pointed it out.
And that's a dot down from TheGons, fairly close behind.
Yeah, great race, back and forth. A difference in strategy, you know, being more aggressive, killing enemies or stunning, and more willingness to use life rather than trying to fight to preserve it. Really fun to see how this one played out.
Got both racers with us now?
Yeah, both racers. So hello, Hopscotch.
Hello.
And hello, TheGons.
Hello, hello.
It was a
Final
really
stage,
fun
a bonus
race.
stage.
Yeah, it was. You seem to adopt slightly different strategies. TheGons was, I think, trying to take enemy kills when they could, but I don't know, Hopscotch, were you intentionally not killing enemies sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. I thought I was like, oh, maybe I can just use these to death warp to where I want to be. So I tried to leave him alive in case I needed to get back to the other side of the screen.
Oh, I got you. So one thing I didn't manage to pay attention to enough throughout the course of the race, is there like one set spawn point for each level? And then that was something you had in mind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The spawn points were really fucking bad if all enemies were in the same area, because your invulnerability lasts for like one enemy and then you're just getting dogpiled.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've definitely like comboed like 4 of them at once though. I was pretty satisfied with that.
A true Pac-Man play. There were a couple times TheGons you did like a heroic hold in a dead end fighting off the ghosts. It was very impressive.
I mean, half the time it works because the ghosts go different ways if there's no bridge there, but if the bridge respawns at the right moment, you still die, so...
Right.
This would have been significantly better if they were color-coded to the corner, so I know which ones to kill if I want to go for a specific corner. This way, if you kill one of them, it's just a gamble. If I go there, am I dead?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like they had set ones or if it was random. I couldn't tell.
They are set, but keeping track of those guys is nearly impossible.
Yeah, that was our best guess, that each one had a home in a corner, but that's a real tall order to be able to keep track.
We have an interesting question from chat here. So, did you intentionally try to wait out the bonus stages ever? Did you anticipate that maybe counting down the score
Yes.
cost some time?
I did a bonus stage once, and I got everything on it, and it was like 3 seconds slower, so I was like, well, I'm never doing that again.
Don't worry, half the bonus stages are impossible to beat if you don't know how they're laid out.
Yeah, that's true. We did see some bonus stage attempts that ended up 2 fruits short or whatever.
Yeah, because it's clearly laid out which boat they want you to take, but if you don't know, then have fun.
Did you feel like in the main stages that you were able to sort of at a glance properly understand which boats go where and like plot ahead of time? Or were there times where you were expected a boat to save you and you were like, oh, wait, that's on the other side. Uh-oh.
I felt the
Not
boats
really,
more
but
annoying.
I did have one moment where I was like, I felt especially big-brained. I destroyed a bridge, and then I used a boat to go through where the bridge previously was to get to somewhere else.
Whoa, I missed that. That's awesome.
I mostly accidentally walked into boats that were set on corners.
we did see you can kind of vacuumed up into a boat if it's like on an intersection and you're coming at it from one direction. Yeah. Well, did you have fun?
I didn't get a
Very
single
fun
puzzle game. No. Horrible MT. Worst MT yet. Everybody complains about puzzle games and I'm not getting a single one. What is this?
We hear complaints both ways. You're not the only one who's thirsty for puzzles and isn't getting them.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to get them.
You might have
That's how I got the star.
You might have used all your drawing luck last year.
No. See, I think what the issue here is, it only counts who wins between Hopscotch and me, and the winner goes on to a top 8 because it's the bone saw.
Alright, didn't you race Hopscotch on this exact same date last year?
Yeah, this is the 1 year Bonesaw anniversary. I now sadly have to give up the title of Bonesaw. I am no longer the Bonesaw.
That's right.
I'll get to wear it for at least a whole year.
Do you think you'll come back next year to try to challenge Hopscotch for the title?
Well, I kinda need to now.
Oh, perfect. We'll be glad to have you. Maybe you'll get a puzzle game next time too. Hopscotch, you're moving on. You're in a back 4 situation now. I think it's probably going to be a while before you get an opponent.
No, the Hopscotch is gonna face the loser between Aaron and ACOVT.
Both of them strong at puzzles.
It's fine, there's no puzzles in the pool apparently. It'll work
I
out.
hope not. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to getting a puzzle game against either of those players, so I hope that doesn't happen.
We'll see.
Gons, you could still submit new games if you want to get more puzzle games in for other players.
No, see, the issue is I said I'll only submit games until one of my games gets drawn, and that happened. So technically, I should stick to my word now and not do so. But then again, I still have like 50 games that I need to test to submit.
Well, you got time to test him now, I guess.
No, I said I wasn't joining if I go 0-2, right, Shadow? I wanted to go top 8 to 0-2, and then retire forever.
Oh, I did that.
Retire in utter disgrace.
Yeah, the perfect finale.
Instead, you picked up a couple of wins, had a pretty typical run. Well, thank you for coming back and for being a part of Mystery Tournament. And thank you both for coming out and racing and coming to talk to us.
Thank you for streaming and commentating.
Yeah, you probably did a great job as always.
Thank you very much. So, that is our last match for a while. There's a 3-hour gap, which I think probably we will not attempt to cover, right? We're going to bring it down?
Yeah, for sure. And 1 a.m. Eastern time is also very late for me, so maybe another restreamer crops up, or we're gonna catch this as a vodcast to fill in the gap somewhere. But after that, Is that a triple booked match here for tomorrow 6 p.m.?
Maybe a triple?
Yeah.
Hope Maurice has got the layout set for that one.
Cap and Drake messaged me at some point, and he was like, I didn't look ahead of time. We just booked our time, and then, what did I do? So maybe one of these pairs will be willing to wait or go early or something to clear up the traffic jam. But yeah, lots of matches in the near future. Certainly, there's a deadline. Maybe it already passed. Maybe it'll be a little bit then from now on.
The 12th is the next one, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely expect to see a couple more late submissions to this schedule. Lots of matches happening for Mystery Tournament 18. You can follow us here on Twitch. You can go into the Discord and find us there. You can get a role. Ask for the Give Game role or where you can get it. We'll point you in the right direction. You'll get a ping whenever these matches get spun up. Thank you so much, Mooware, for jumping in at the last moment and catching some of these restreams.
No problem. Thank you so much for staying on commentary.